Hey guys, so a lot of people are still holding on to the Watch Active 2. Although it is outdated, it is still going strong. So is it worth upgrading to the Watch 4 Classic since it is selling for about 9,000 rupees, which is a great deal. And let's not forget this is the LTE model, and even some of the Samsung Watch 4 users might be tempted to go for it considering the price. So let's get down to the video. So let me start with a quick tip. Do not ever go by the dial size, because dial size is not equal to the display or the screen size, which is what some people might think. You can see the screen size almost feels the same because it is, if you look at the specs here, both of them have the same 1.4-inch display except the resolution difference. Apart from that, even the Watch Active 2 has the Gorilla Glass DX Plus. Watch 4 Classic has that noticeable rotating bezel versus the more sleeker design on the Active 2. Watch 4 peaks at 1000 nits versus the Active 2, which is not known, but if you can see here, both of them look pretty good, no issues here. So if it is a harsher condition, it could be slightly better on the Watch 4. In terms of build quality, Active 2 has that aluminum casing versus the stainless steel casing, which looks really rugged and so sturdy. Also, the casing on the Watch 4 is protruding. As a result, it may get better display protection versus the flatter display on the Active 2. In terms of looks, it's a personal choice. However, I personally like the look of the Watch 4 Classic. It looks really rugged and like really cool, at least for me, compared to the sleeker design on the Watch 4. So like I said, for the same price, almost around 9k, you are getting the LTE where you can actually use the eSIM. So clearly it's a very good upgrade even for the Watch 4 users who are using the non-LTE model. And if you didn't know, you can completely use eSIM for free with your existing mobile plan, so there are no extra charges. Moving to the software, this is the major upgrade. Tizen versus Google Wear OS. I made a separate video on that, but definitely Wear OS is more updated, whereas Tizen is simply phased out. There is no development. So clearly it is a very good upgrade going to the Wear OS since you get more compatibility with apps and everything. What's more is that with the recent One UI 5 update, you get the Samsung Pay officially, and I made a separate video on this. It works great, so definitely that's a plus. Apart from that, Watch Active 2 also stopped receiving any further updates, so it is stuck on the same software version, whereas Watch 4 is running on the One UI 5 and it can get up to 2 major updates as well. Even in terms of health features, Watch 4 has the body mass index along with the blood oxygen and some other features. Yes, in terms of accuracy, definitely both of them are definitely comparable, but yes, you get more sort of health features on the Watch 4 compared to the Watch Active 2. In fact, they also support measuring blood pressure and also taking ECG, which I enabled on my Active 2 with some unofficial firmware. However, we are talking about the stock experience, so let's not get into that. So speaking of the battery life, the Watch 4 Classic lasts around 1 to 1.5 day, which is similar to the Active 2, so I haven't really noticed a huge difference here. So definitely it's a good upgrade from Active 2 going to the Watch 4 Active. And if you're confused between the Watch 4 regular version versus this Classic LTE, I highly suggest you getting this one since the price difference is very negligible. So I'll drop a link in the description, you can check it out. That's been it for this video. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.